Hello, my friends. Welcome to the PMP exam 1 minute summary. In the 1 minute summaries, we cover every one of these knowledge areas extremely rapidly. Now, this is the very first episode. And in this episode, I want to give you an idea about how the PMBOK guide works. Okay? The PMBOK guide, chapters 1, 2, and 3 are pretty much foundational. Chapter 1 is about project management, program management, portfolio management, a little bit about operations, and understanding project management at a high level. Chapter 2 is really all about the environment in which projects operate, understanding that projects are like a system in a wider system, and understanding that enterprise environmental factors and organizational process assets affect projects. And we need to be aware as project managers of these system interactions that happen within our firm, within our project, and in the wider environment. Chapter 3 focuses primarily on the concept of the project manager's role. And the project manager's role is one of leadership. All right. Now we're going into chapter 4. Let's take a look real quick at what exactly we have in this curriculum for you. So I call it 1 minute summaries. And as we begin to leave the chapters 1, 2, and 3 breakdown, we're going into chapter 4. And chapter 4 is about integration. The first process is develop project charter. And this is where we authorize the project. Second process is develop project management plan. And this is where we assemble all of those tiny little plans to get one cohesive plan that cuts across all areas for the project. The third one is called direct and manage project work. And this is where we're creating deliverables and making basic project observations. Work performance data is derived from here as well. Manage project knowledge. This is where we are generating new knowledge, sharing knowledge, and managing knowledge sharing as a whole. Number 5, monitor and control project work. And this is where we compile information across the project to create project reports. We call them work performance reports. Number 6, this is perform integrated change control. And it's where we get change requests coming in, and we review these change requests, and ultimately they get approved, rejected, put on hold, or pending. And this could be done through a change control board. It doesn't always have to be, but it could. And lastly, we have close project or phase. And in close project or phase, what we're doing here is closing out the entire project, or maybe closing out a phase in the project. My question to you, my friends, as we go through this content is, do you know your outputs? So in this next section, we are going to take a look at the outputs, that's right, of every process. So you know what I want you to do? I want you to close your PMBOK guides, and I want you to open your PMBOK guides for this one. As I show you every one of these processes, I want you to tell me what the output is. Okay? Are you ready? Let's get moving with it. Develop project charter, the outputs. The outputs, project charter and assumption log. What about develop project management plan? It's the project management plan. What about direct to manage project work? It's deliverables, WPD, and issue log. What about manage project knowledge? It's lessons learned, register. What about monitor and control project work? It's work performance reports. What about perform integrated change control? It's change log and approved change request. And what about close project or phase? It is final product, service, or result transition and final report. All right. And that closes out integration. And honestly, if you really want to follow rapidly, you need to go to the beginning of every chapter as I cover them. I'm looking at 4-1. This is on page 71. And this is where you have this breakdown. I know you've seen this before. It has all the processes and it has some of the outputs, the major outputs. I'm not going through the laundry list of tiny little bullets because I want you to get the top of the waves about each knowledge area. Do you understand how this is going to run? Great. Well, we just got done with chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4, high-level 1-minute summaries for those. When we come back, we're going to take a look at chapter 5 in scope management.